Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I would say welcome back, but like 5 people watched the last video, so I feel like just welcome is more appropriate. I started off with a 2-minute timer because I do have to express the amount of stress I'm under right now. It is 9:26:23. It is 45 minutes till my 35th birthday. It is my brother's birthday right now. It is the day after my dad's birthday. Birthday. That's all exciting. Also, on Monday, I applied to Monday as in yesterday. I applied to 2 apartment complexes in Salem, Oregon, 3,000 miles away. Apartment number 2 is the one that accepted me as of like an hour ago. And it is great. Looks beautiful and everything. The only problem is that I can only afford the studio apartment. It's not optimal, but for the gym that you have in there, I can work with it. The option number 1 has a fitness center, like it looks like the fitness center you would see at a hotel. But I get a whole bedroom, and if I'm going to be working from home, I would like a little more space. So I have 48 hours to accept the offer that I have gotten, which means I need to call the other place tomorrow and be like, hey, you have 24 hours to tell me if you're going to accept me or not, and otherwise I need to take the other place. And I really want the first place, but anyways, maybe we'll talk about this later. Right now, I need to show you that this is the cottage pie that I made last week with Creole seasoning, spinach, and artichoke hearts instead of the zucchini and squash. Also, the oven was working properly this time, so everything actually got browned up and it was nice. So I thought I'd show you that real quick. It was really fucking delicious. The great thing with the shepherd's pie recipe, which likewise said last week, was that you can switch out the meat, you can switch out the seasonings, you can switch out the veggies, and it'll taste slightly different every time, so you don't feel like you're going to get bored of eating the same thing every week. And also, it's low fat, pretty low carb. It's just veggies and ground meat and like 2 tablespoons of flour. It's delicious. The recipe I am going to show you is also from Will Tennyson's new cookbook. There is no cooking time or anything, so I can't keep that from you. I guess it's not exactly how he does it because I didn't actually follow the recipe. This is a tuna salad. Basically, I read the recipe once, but I wrote down the ingredients. I went to the grocery store and I got them, and then I put them together how I wanted to. So we've got 3 servings, which I believe, if I did read it correctly, is going to be 6 cans of tuna, which is a lot of tuna. And I don't know if you buy tuna very frequently, but I will just tell you that you want chunk light. I don't like the albacore, like the big dry chunky pieces of meat. I kind of want my tuna salad to be wet because we're not adding mayonnaise. Yes, this recipe involves avocado. I live in New Hampshire. Avocados are going to be an issue. We will see that very soon. But what I did like was the addition of 3 limes. Again, 3 portions. So I added lime juice, which is in the recipe, and I've never had lime juice that I know of in tuna salad. Fucking amazing, by the way. So good. You're about to see me struggle with an avocado. This one was the best one, by the way. I bought avocados last week on Monday. I left work, drove an hour to my favorite grocery store, bought avocados. This is early Friday morning. This is probably 3 a.m. Friday morning, like 4 days later. These avocados are still, I want to say 75% of the 3 avocados that I bought, totally inedible. It was like eating an unripe melon. But this one that I have is like the bottom half was ripe, but the top half wasn't. And as you can see from the pit, like it didn't come apart fully. You should just be able to twist an avocado once you cut it in half, and you'll have like the pit on one side and no pit on the other. This just like the pit would not let go because it was not ripe at all. And I understand that for vegetables and fruits and whatever that you ship across country or whatever, I don't know why I keep saying or whatever, that you need to pick them before they're ripe so that maybe they'll ripen on the way there. But it did not work out, and it rarely does with avocado. And I've realized that I don't work this weekend, but I will work next weekend, and I'm going to make the tuna salad again. And I think I'm just gonna have to find somebody that makes packaged avocado, not guacamole, but avocado in a little squishy pack. I think that's what we're gonna do to solve that problem. You can see from my hands, we're gonna do this motion of like, that's finally done, because what you didn't see is me struggling with the other 2 avocados. I ended up using maybe 1.5 avocados to 6 cans of tuna. And the other avocado is still in my kitchen. In fact, I think tomorrow I will check on it and see if I can finally eat it. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just trying to cut out the center part that was next to the pit and is covered in like that brown paper that coats the pit, and also some of the completely inedibly hard pieces of unripe avocado. So, since I'm not actually following the recipe, I just bought all the ingredients. This was my thought process. I put all the tuna in the KitchenAid stand mixer bowl. And then I was going to put the avocado because it's supposed to be mushy. And then I'm going to put the lime juice in with some salt and pepper. And that way I can put it into the stand mixer. And I'm just going to whoosh it around a bit and let the stand mixer kind of beat it up. So it gets more of a tuna salad consistency as if you were using mayonnaise. Pretty dope. Oh, I think I also I chop up some cilantro and throw that in too. Yeah. This is my pink Himalayan salt. I prefer that to sea salt or iodized salt because it's harder to overuse it. It doesn't get too salty. So yeah, we're just gonna beat up our tuna salad here, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna chop up the tomato, the red pepper, and the jalapeno, and I'm gonna hand mix that in later. So while all that's happening, we can go back to the fact that I am stressing the crap out right now. Oh my god, so the apartment that has the apartment complex with the studio apartment, it is pretty. I have read a couple reviews that like there is some noise complaints and that the apartments look pretty and new, but they're kind of made kind of cheaply. These are things I can probably deal with. But ultimately, it's about the space issue. I am going to be working from home. I not only need space for an office space, But also, like, if you're gonna be in your apartment a lot, you kind of want places to go to, so you don't feel like you're constantly sitting in the same room. Fortunately, the studio apartment I'm looking at has a balcony, so it's got a little bit of space that you can go to, and it's a separate spot, and I can take a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and just go sit outside. I won't need to go to the gym because that place has a gym. I can't even explain how excited I am to like live where my gym is. So pumped. Get it? Pumped. Just pumped. I'm actually wearing my nope, where is it? Kilter Fitness. My gym hoodie right now. That's right. I love my gym so much that I bought merch. The only other thing I was really worried about was the grocery store. There is one I can walk to. It's a half an hour walk. It's a mile and a half. I'm thinking I could get like a delivery boy backpack for like people who deliver food. And I could do most of my grocery runs just with a backpack. Otherwise, it is just like a 5-minute drive to the grocery store. So that's pretty dope. Other than that, both apartment buildings are in more of like a suburby, quiet area of the town, which is nice because I have lived in a city in an apartment when you're just like you constantly feel like you're around people. Like you look out your window, there's another apartment complex with other people in their windows, and like there's people above you, there's people below you, there's people on both sides. Even when you walk outside, it's a concrete jungle and you're just like, this is fun and exciting. Except sometimes I don't want fun and exciting. Sometimes I just want to be chill and I want to go for a walk. So pretty much, yeah, the only problem I have is the space. But I think I can make a studio work, at least for like a year. And after a year, we will reevaluate. Okay, so with the tuna salad, we mix it all up by hand because I didn't need to beat the crap out of it. I did save half of the peppers because I realized that the amount of tuna salad that I had was going to be entirely too much for 3 wraps. So the next time I make this, I'm not doing 6 cans of tuna. I'm going to do 3. I am going to do avocado from a bag. I am going to do the tomatoes, but I think I'm going to do red onion and red kidney beans instead of red peppers and jalapeno, because the jalapeno it wasn't really hot or anything, didn't really taste like jalapeno all that much, and the red peppers were just like sweet, and like I'm not always down for raw red pepper or raw pepper in general. So I think I'm going to do half the amount of tuna. I'm going to do red onion. I'm going to do red kidney beans, the avocado still, the lime juice most def. But then I'm also going to put in, I'm going to do some spicy brown mustard, some lettuce. Maybe the tomatoes I won't chop up into the salad. I'll just slice them up. So I was thinking I was going to do lettuce, tomato, and pickles in the wrap. And also cheese. I need cheese. You saw that the shepherd's pie is low fat, low carb. This wrap is also pretty low fat. Mostly because the avocado did not work out for me. the only carbs I got those days was from these wraps. So I ended up having intense cravings for this cheddar popcorn that they sell at the hospital, and I ended up eating like an entire bag of it. I think I needed more fat and more salt in my system. So yeah, we're just gonna add some more to my actual food next time so that I'm not craving the cheddar popcorn. I also, if you'll notice, I saved half the peppers so I could just stuff them with the rest of the tuna salad, because I used about half of it for my actual wraps. And so a stuffed pepper and a wrap was my meal. And then the other meal was the shepherd's pie. And then I had popcorn. And then I had protein bars. So that's that on that. Next time you see me, I think I'm going to be recording me making apple pie and apple pie cheesecake, because I just got a couple of orders from a customer who wants to purchase those, and I am not going to work this weekend because I have my cousin's wedding to go to. So that's not all that. Just gonna record myself making some things that I cannot eat right now. Well, I can eat sweets, okay, but then I just have to make up for it later. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. My throat's getting all dry, and I have a lot of vocal fry, and I don't like listening to it back when I'm editing. So if you're back from the last video, comment below and say you're a new fan. Just kidding. Just if you like this video, if you're still watching, please just give me a like. Maybe subscribe if you're feeling like it. I think most of my subscribers are from my YouTube shorts. But whatever. Yeah. Let me know that you're here if you're still watching. I will talk to you next week.